Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about Dasher identity verification. So Doordash now requires you to identify yourself every time you hop on a Dash, and this obviously leads to a lot of questions and a lot of concerns on my part. So with that said, I want to go over everything that is being said in this article, how it actually is for gig workers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Why am I being asked to go through this identity verification process? As part of continuous efforts to improve the security of the Doordash platform, we have implemented an identity verification process to ensure that you are you. So if you're using somebody else's account, or if you're renting out your account for any reason, those two are no longer viable options. When will I need to complete identity verification? You'll be asked to verify your identity during the sign-up process. You may also be prompted to verify your identity before a Dash. Actually, Instacart had implemented this for a while, where you have to put your phone up, show your front face, show your side profile, show your other side profile, and they will identify who you are that way. How does identity verification work? To confirm your identity in a secure way, Doordash has partnered with Persona on this verification process in order to keep your personal information and account secure. Doordash will only ask you to verify your identity through the Dasher app or our partner third-party vendor, Persona, which Persona identifies you through the Dasher app, so it's kind of just the same thing. When prompted, you may go through one of the two types of identity verification: full identity verification or partial verification. For full identity verification, you will go through two sequential steps: upload a valid government ID and take a selfie to match the picture on the ID. Basically, you're gonna take a picture of your ID, send it in, and then do a profile setup. For partial re-verification, you will go through one step: take a selfie to match the pictures you have previously submitted to confirm your identity. No, you don't need to continuously upload your ID. I believe the full identity verification will come initially, and then later on it'll just be checking yourself through a selfie. You know what I mean? If you fail any of these steps, you will be given the option to try again. After several failed attempts, however, you will be considered to have failed the identity verification process. You will be unable to proceed with either your sign-up process or the ability to continue dashing. This is a red flag to me, because you're expecting dashers to look the same throughout their whole life, and for the most part they do. But let's say I want to grow a beard. Is that going to affect my ability to dash on the platform? That's insane. Like, you can't make certain life choices on the Doordash platform anymore. Please do not submit any personal information about yourself or to anyone claiming to be from Doordash or Persona, and do not respond to any communications from anyone other than Doordash or Persona. That's to protect you from fraud. Never allow yourself to end up getting hacked for any reason. How is my ID and selfie information used and stored? Your information, including your biometric data, will be stored by Doordash or its vendors such as Persona for purposes of identity verification. Your data will be permanently deleted after it is no longer necessary. Basically, they're gonna check if you're really you, delete your selfie, and move on. What kind of ID do I need? At this time, you are required to use a valid US government issue ID, driver's license, state ID, passport card, permanent residence card, employment authorization card. Now, here's the thing about all of those statements. If you don't have a driver's license, how are you on Doordash? Like, really? That is actually one of the requirements to sign up, is a valid driver's license. The following IDs will not be accepted: any expired ID, a non-US ID, US non-government issued ID, school, bank card, company badge, etc., social security card, temporary paper, driver's license, or state ID, any photocopies, electronic replicas, or screenshots, or a license plate. Expired ID I get, non-US ID I get, US non-government issued ID I get, social security card I get, temporary paper, driver's license, or state ID. So people who are just getting their driver's license cannot just sign up for Doordash at this point. Any photocopies or electronic replicas or screenshots. So you can't photocopy the driver's license and use that. You have to have the actual license. happens? What happens if I don't complete the verification process? Until you finish verifying your identity, you will not be able to move forward with the sign-up process or continue dashing. If you cancel the verification process at any point in the process, your progress will not be saved. If you want to resume later, you will have to start the identity verification process from the beginning. Which, again, that's all 2 steps, and that's not a big deal. But if you guys have a problem verifying my identity, then that's suddenly my issue? Come on, you guys gotta hop on your stuff. What happens if I fail the verification process? If you cannot successfully verify your ID, there are 2 possible outcomes. If you fail identity verification during the sign-up process, you will not be able to move forward with the sign-up process. That actually happened to a friend of mine. He actually was about to sign up this weekend to Doordash, and I was kind of helping him through that process. This was news to me, that's why I knew about it. And for some reason, the Doordash system or persona or whatever couldn't identify him, so it basically said did not pass, which is so weird. I didn't even know that happened. If you fail identity verification after activation or at any time before a dash, you will no longer be able to dash. However, you will be able to access the Dasher app in certain parts of your account, including earnings. So if you're already on the platform, you can access your earnings in certain parts of your accounts, but you're not going to be able to dash specifically. What suggestions do you have to help me verify? You can verify by the following suggestions mentioned below. For a government ID, make sure the text on the ID is clear and readable. Make sure the photo of your face on the ID is visible. Reduce glare by moving away from direct light. Make sure the ID is not cut off or obstructed by your finger. Make sure the image is not blurry, and try another ID document type if available. Yeah, and with phones these days, you gotta make sure that the photos that you're taking are actually going to be readable. Yes, I know the cameras are getting better, but they are also focusing in a weird way where suddenly it's getting harder and harder to show text through a picture. For a self video, take off your glasses, reduce glare by moving away from direct light, make sure your face is visible and well lit, make sure you turn your face to the left and right. That's the selfie that we're talking about. You're basically gonna give them a front profile, a left profile, and then a right profile. You would need to take off your glasses, and if your face is no longer matching your ID, let's say you grew a beard or something, then there could be an issue. Okay, I don't want to go through every single one of the camera permissions and how to actually get to them, so remember the link to this article is actually going to be in the description as well. Feel free to check it out. Did I miss anything in regards to the ID verification on Doordash? Is there something that we're not talking about on Doordash that we should be talking about? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody who wants to be on Doordash is not held up by silly things such as ID verification. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!